The crabs.
The crab army, baby. Let's
Crab
go.
Army, let's go.
Oh, that's so funny. Look at it.
We love to see it.
You would think
Uh,
this was the Crabada
yeah, I was
era.
gonna say,
Look
you'd
at you
think this was
guys.
a Krabata team here. Just so the community knows, we have not abandoned power. We're just very excited for our crabs. So, don't read into this any more than it actually is. It's just being very excited to own digital crabs.
Yeah.
That's the state of my life right now. I'm excited to own a digital crab.
Me too, bro. And Marines and Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marines and aliens.
Degens being total degens. That's what this is.
That's what we're doing right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Powers AMA. We definitely want to try to keep it short and sweet today. Bring up some questions. Any updates? We'll go over real quick.
Yeah, I have a hard stop at 5.
Yeah, well, it is Super Bowl Sunday, so go
And the
Niners.
day before Valentine's Day.
Oh wait, the Niners aren't in there. My bad. And the day before Valentine's Day, so there's a lot going on. We so let's dive right into this before we get too crazy.
You recording?
Yep, it's recording. We're
Right on.
live. We're rocking and rolling. We have 174, 75. It's building up. So welcome everybody. I'll kick it off with some updates as I mentioned in the announcements. Let me refresh my memory. And there's so many tickets now.
Oh, no, it's crazy.
I can't even find the announcements channel. There it is. Okay. So if you guys want to kick off anything about the new UI,
Yeah, for
everybody's
sure.
DMing me and giving me death threats, Ronan. So if you can help me here.
Yeah, no, and this is what happens when we give a date, right? We miss it and everyone's pissed off because we were shooting for Friday. Friday came and went, no UI. So the UI is pushed as far as Dabs and I can take it. So there are a couple of methods on the contract that need to be tested, and the only one who can do that is the contract owner, and the contract owner is Cut. Now, he had some stuff he wanted to add to the UI himself, so it's been gift wrapped. It's all beautiful. It's deposited on his lap. It's waiting for him to open it and do what he needs to do. I am going to reach out to Cut today or tomorrow and just give him a gentle reminder of where the front end is and see how he wants to proceed. I don't know if there's something he can change so that Dabs and I can just finish testing and he can just launch this thing, or if this is something he wants to do himself. I want to remind you guys that Cut is extremely security conscious. So while he's been gracious enough to allow Dabs and I to work on this and push it forward and do something that would have taken away from version 2 of the contract and do the UI, it is still very much within his realm to be like, nope, I'm not giving out the keys to that. I'm going to keep it close to the chest and test it out. So the community knows it's super, super close. It's pushed as far as Dabs and I can do it. And we need some input from Cut as far as some final testing and unleashing this beast to you guys. So be on the lookout from an announcement from us when we get the news from Cut of when it's going to be launched. So Dabs and I have done our part, and all we can do now is push.
Push. Love it. Dabs, do you want to share any of there's been a lot of changes as well during this process since we got the vote for the new generators, and then also the UI change, right? Remember, purple was better, and you guys all somehow voted for orange, which is crazy. But a lot of changes even during this, not changes to that section, but we also got a farm update page. We also got something that Dab shared with me that Thor did, and trying to bridge the union of transparency across both sides. If we want to maybe drop some little hints, kind of like what Thor did, Dabs. If you want to drop that maybe in like the announcement channel, just something like a little teaser.
Yeah. So basically, Thor is coming out with their new UI as well. And on their little sidebar, they added a link to our DApp. And in return, out of respect and love for the Union of Transparency, we're also going to do the same thing on our end. And I believe when Hive comes out, we're all three members of the Union of Transparency will have a link to each other's UI once they are out.
Woo woo. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's a cool little feature. Trying to bridge those Union of Transparency members and showing the love for one another. I'm actually in talks with the UI designer from Thor. Actually, he just reached out to me yesterday and it was like, "Hey, I heard you like that idea." And I was like, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Like, we've been working on this UI for a little bit, and I shot it over to Dabs and Ronan, and these guys made it happen in 35 seconds. I feel like it was awesome. So it was quick. They're like, "It's easy. We got you." So that was really cool. And keep this train moving, right? The Union of Transparency, the working together. I know it's been an ugly market lately, and Power's doing pretty good. I've been trying to keep the chat. Everybody's coming in. Why is Price doing this? And that's happening everywhere. So I would recommend, let's not have those kind of conversations. Obviously, we don't control what the price is and what people do with their rewards. And that's what the version 2 is going to help with, giving us other utility for the tokens. Energy, hopefully, will bring some more of that we are going to learn about. That was the other energy end date. I definitely want to make sure everybody understands this. Cut said he will add it. I think this is what he's going to add on the UI side, guys, is the block counter. So understanding when the energy stops printing, there will be an end date, and it's off of a block, not like, hey, it's the 18th at this time. It depends on the block, and so he's going to add that block counter to the farm site page so that we all know. Understand this, that once we get through that, he will leave that contract, the energy contract where it's printing inflationary. He'll leave that open, not still printing, but he'll leave that contract open to where we can unstake. We need to unstake after that date. So we have some bots reminding everybody to make sure when the printing is done to unstake. Doesn't mean sell. Do what you want with it, of course, but it does not mean to sell. It just means you need to unstake it from the farm site so that it's now in your wallet. We just want to be transparent about that. We don't want anybody losing anything. We have some bots.
Tell everybody because pay attention to the announcements, because sure enough, there's going to be a handful of you guys that are like, Power is a rug. You stole my assets that were staked in the farm.
Yeah.
Like, no. There's going to be a million announcements. You're going to be annoyed with them, but make sure everybody knows to unstake, because we're not in the business of stealing your staked assets. But they
absolutely
can and will go away if they're left in there. So you've been warned.
Yeah, it's just the way the contracts work. You can't leave them open. They're dead. They end up becoming dead contracts, and then they don't work with them. I don't know all the details behind it, but that was what Cut was telling me, that he can't leave it alive to where people can just unstake weeks, months later. He needs to move on from it. So just being transparent, want everybody to know that. We'll make probably another announcement. The last one was 3 days ago, where Andos made the announcement to let everybody know. I think we can probably do another one here later today, just like a reminder. You will have to unstake and kind of do a countdown, but really cool feature that I pushed, that some of the community helpers, advisors gave us the idea of, like, add the block counter to the site, which I agree. I love that idea. It should be on there. That should have been first thoughts. So I want to thank those guys for bringing that up. And then Crypto Kitchen. Go ahead.
Yeah, super quick. I just want you brought up the price action and the negative markets, and I just wanted to hit on a point here. This will be no news for any of the OG people that have been here, but like, I want to reassure our new investors, because I have a feeling that not only do we have new investors, right? We've got people that are relatively new to crypto, and I could see a bunch of you that were probably pretty pumped to buy nodes at $40, and you're probably not so pumped right this instant. So let me just tell you guys, it's perfectly cool. I know it's not fun to see. No one loves logging in and seeing the price of the node they bought cut in half. Like, it feels bad. A bunch of us on this panel know we had nodes at $108 and nodes at 47 cents felt bad, right? Like, we all had lots of bad feels. This is very much temporary. It will pass. And just remember that the price of power does not affect any of your compounding math. It may affect income that you were planning on taking, and if you're planning on taking income, I'm sorry. But this does not affect your compounding. So put your head down during these dark times. Just keep doing your compounding plan. One day you will come in here and it'll be back at 40, back at 45, and onward and upward to the moon, especially when V2 is out there. We've got the contract, doing self-inflicting wounds from what was left over from the ring fork, and we've also got a pretty scary market out there. So we're going to see some price action going against us. Again, it's totally okay. We saw 100 to 47 cents. This is fine. This
Yeah.
is fine. I promise you this is fine. We'll forget about this in a couple weeks. So keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing.
It's mostly market driven. Thor is on a downward trend, which ultimately brings down a lot of in the space as they are seen as one of the top dogs. And it hurts, but there's a lot going on with our contracts version 2. But so, hey, we're here. Nobody's going nowhere. Nobody's taking anything. Welcome to DeFi, right?
Yeah. Also, don't expect too much price action from the new UI. It doesn't really change much apart from making it look good. I mean, if you guys have been following Samurai, they just released their new UI and they're still at 18 cents. So don't put too much faith in, the new UI like being a huge price action mover or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I
expect
agree.
no price action from the UI. Like,
I would say the price action was already built in, right? When we announced that we were doing it, just like stocks, certain things are already built into the price when things happen, and there was some movement. But Samurai is probably a horrible example, as a lot of people gave up on them because of what happened. But I hope that's not the case here, right? We're totally a little different. But I get what Dabs is saying is, they did come out with a new UI, and it's obviously not pushing any price, and that's not the purpose of it. Our purpose of a new UI is growing, changing, and getting better. Ultimately, that's it. Giving you guys a better look on the dashboard and something pleasing to the eye. Does not and should not affect the price. That's not the reason we're doing it. Like, hey, let's do a new UI just to pump price.
It'll get released, and don't expect to retire. Like, it won't happen.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Anyways, last thing for me on announcements was just the Crypto Kitchen AMA. I got out there and had a wonderful AMA with a YouTuber. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, it is in the YouTube channel. Please give it some engagements. Get your YouTubes, go over there and like it, make a comment. Help us get some more interaction on YouTube. So just wanted to bring some attention to that. I thought it was a really good interview. Me and Andos went to Crypto Kitchen's YouTube, and it was actually I feel like it was a great interview and conversation. With that being said, gentlemen, you guys got anything?
No, I think that covers everything for me.
That covers everything.
I did have one more. Sorry. So just got word we will be moving forward the next vote. I know there's been lagging behind on the votes. I'll say that for the next Treasury investment. I want to say this is number 8, gentlemen. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I just got approval for the list that we created from the Treasury ideas. I shared the list of ideas with the helpers. They added a couple more. We had a list of, I want to say 10 or 11. I took it to cut. We've been approved for another 250,000 investment, and I will get that vote out here shortly. So that will be coming. That actually just happened probably 25 minutes ago. So actually it was, I apologize, about a half hour ago that me and him talked. Pushed him to, hey, I need an answer. So that will be coming shortly for the next investment. And there's another little sneak coming behind that. So get some movement going as our treasury has built up. I don't know if you guys have seen it on the treasury page. We're sitting at 5.3 million. That's amazing, because the last time I seen it was like 1.2, 1.3. So a lot of nodes have been created, lot going, flowing through our traffic. It's good, building up. We need to start moving that money, though. We need to start investing and making some moves. So just
for that treasury to be growing like that in the market that we're in, we should all be doing cartwheels for that. Like, the market got hammered and our treasury went up 5-fold. Like,
Yeah.
this is why we're here, guys. You know, this is the power of it working.
Yeah, and I'll be completely transparent. Me and Cut had a conversation. I said, hey, we have 5.3. We need to move on this money. This just sitting there. You know, we need to start diversifying, getting money moved over to where, you know, we're producing some other revenues here. So it was good. It was a good conversation, and let's get moving. $5 million sitting there sounds great. You know, I've had another couple conversations with some of the helpers on the side as well, as like, you know, having 5 million in Phantom is great, especially if we're so bullish on it. But we do need to diversify. So, you know, I'd like to have 5 million and watch Phantom go to $5, $6, $7. We'd all be, you know, this would be amazing. Some amazing buybacks. But definitely need to diversify. It can go to $5 or $6, $7 Phantom. And it could always go to 50 cents. So we gotta spread that out. That was my conversation with him. So moving from there, if there's anybody, let's go. Let's open the floor up. You got questions? Let's come on up. We got 45 minutes for questions. Raise your hand. Come on up. We have 328 people. I like it. Constantine, invite. Come on up.
Here come the hands, baby. There we go.
Yes.
Hey guys, how we doing today?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Just want to thank you guys for everything you're doing. You guys have been awesome in keeping everybody updated, I think, from my personal view. I think you guys are busting your hump, and I'm glad to be part of the community. That's really all I wanted to say.
Well, thank you. I truly appreciate that. There's times where there's a lot moving around in the background, but it doesn't look like on the front side, right? With announcements and communication. I promise you, this week has been one of my busiest weeks with Crypto Kitchen scheduling, coordinating. I'm going to go even deeper into this. I had a huge, crazy interview with a gentleman who owns a stock trading academy, and he teaches people, and he wants to put DeFi in front of his stock investors. And how does he do that? And the conversation was amazing, and it actually had a lot of traction. Like, it wasn't just some guy like, hey, I do a stock site. We're talking massive. You know, he's got a list of 50,000 investors that trade with him, you know, and how does he put DeFi protocols in front of them? And it was harder. I was like, look, you're trying to get DeFi in front of, you know, normal stock traders. This is night and day. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm in a couple different groups who try to blend this, and it's hard. And he goes, no, listen, I know what I'm getting into. I know what these are doing. I just need people to put this in front of and teach them about it, because there's money to be made. That's ultimately what the conversation was. So we have a lot going on in the background. That was an hour-and-a-half meeting. I want to say it was Thursday with me. So it's a lot going on in the background, you guys.
That's exciting.
It is.
Usually when I see things quiet on the front, I expect that there's some serious stuff going on in the back shadows. So no worries on my part.
Well, thank you for coming up and sharing the love. I appreciate it. Sometimes we truly need to hear it, because it's either that or you know, I'm getting yelled at in general chat.
General chat can be brutal. So keep up the good work, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you. Island Boy, I sent you an invite. Constantine, moving you back down.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Finally, I got my audio together today.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it brief. Some people are long-winded, so I'm gonna keep it brief. I noticed that you said the investors are increasing. So how come when I looked at the site last time, I think it's the number of holders was the same. So I mean, is it that many people just, you know, adding nodes?
So
You know,
being honest, Dabs and Ronan can probably touch on this better than I can, but knowing this, so when we went from the first contract when there was only one tier,
right.
the site and the Treasury was being tracked off that one contract or that one tier setting. And if you notice how we also, you know, our bot is only showing, what is it at right now, you guys? 21,000 nodes. Once we created the tiers, it created different levels that now those have to be merged and accumulated appropriately into Treasury wallets and also into, you know, the visibility of how many nodes have been created. Holders, I want to say it's probably the same, right? It's probably only looking at right now the human nodes. Dabs, Ronan, can you guys touch on that? Is that accurate?
Yep, that is super accurate. Yeah, the numbers that you're seeing for holders are only in human nodes. When I was doing the UI to get the data for how many nodes there were, each tier actually has its own node manager contract. So each one of those are completely separate from each other and would have to be merged in order to get the actual holder count.
Yeah, so it just gets complicated. So once we get the new UI out, hopefully it can start pulling all that data, and then hopefully V2 can really clean it up.
Yeah, the new UI, you will see the total amount of nodes and then a breakdown by each tier. You can actually kind of see a sneak peek of it if you go into dev updates and look at my screenshots of the new UI. Any numbers in there are accurate at the time I took the screenshot.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh god. Look at that.
Okay,
Renegade, you sound like what's his name?
John something or other,
I just looked in general chat.
I think. The guy from The Office. I can't think of his name.
Oh, you guys.
John Krasinski.
You guys got me cracking up over here. That's funny. Did I open up AMA questions? I apologize, guys. Let's permissions. AMA send messages. If there's questions you don't want to come up here, send them there. But please know it's a little tough to keep up with all of them. Okay.
Hello.
Island Boy, thank you very much for the question. Is that it?
No. So I know you guys are talking about staking. Am I supposed to be staking my energy token because I am holding energy?
So there's multiple ways on the farms right now. Here's what I'm gonna say. You stake, please. If you have it and it's just sitting there, you might as well stake it and earn more, right? That's the process with it. But our message. Oh, ouch. Our message was on the end date of energy being printed. We're gonna recommend make sure everybody unstake at that time. Not right now. We just want to make sure by the time it stops printing, we will announce. And today we're probably gonna do a reminder. Andos, we'll probably do a reminder of your announcement yesterday or the other day about energy stopping and making sure to unstake at a certain time. That was all. It's just to make sure at that time we unstake.
Okay, got it. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Andos, you here? Bringing up Jordan.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Good morning. It's early for
you.
you.
How are you going? Yeah. I was a bit late to the party.
All good. Better late than never, right? Jordan, welcome.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure if this question has been asked, but what are our plans to present a God mode similar to Thor?
So, what's our what? Say that again.
God mode, similar to how Thor has their God mode.
So I think we have one, and it's somewhat glitchy. And I'm gonna be honest. So when we first launched the new tiers, Cut did not want a God mode. He wanted you to be able to take one human node and be able to compound it into anything you wanted. And I'll say this, it worked. I know for a fact I had 2 human nodes in the beginning, and I was able to compound into the micro
flat versal.
Yeah, flat versal and the microscopic. There you go. I couldn't think of the name. I was able to do it, but moving on as this has gotten bigger and bigger and more people on the network, now it seems like there's times you can and times you can't. People, if you don't have all 4, you can't compound into something else. So it's we kind of sort of have that. You also don't get the claim all function without having all 4 of them. Like your power won't in the claim all, it won't accumulate up there. you can see it down in the list, but it won't accumulate at the top like your total amount. So it's kind of a little glitchy thing. I'm hoping the new UI fixes. In regards to the Discord, right? You're not mentioning Discord God mode. You're mentioning just ultimately the DApp, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So we kind of have it. It's a little glitchy. We do have it. It's better to have God mode, as I'll put in quotations, so that you can compound into all of it without having any issues.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I like it. These questions. Roski, come on up. Uh-oh. Rusky and Paha got their hands up. I'm nervous.
Yo, what is up, Mod Squad? What's good, guys?
What's up?
Man.
Not much, bro. Just a question. I don't know if it's been answered, but I really like how Vapor has their referral program, and I think that drives a lot of possible success and traffic to their page. I was wondering if maybe that's been a discussion yet that we've been talking about possibly implementing to Power.
So it hasn't yet, and I'm with you. I do like how that's implemented. It does create some kind of glitches. We're noticing. I'll be brutally honest. What I've noticed with Vapors, I love the referral program. That is, to me, that's a great. I think Drip does it too, if I'm not mistaken. It's a great way to, now you have more of a reason to give it to people because you get a referral and a little bit of a bonus. But it creates an issue. We've noticed a lot of people have tried to use their own referral, which then locks them out of creating nodes. So
yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, so that's on that side. They'll get that fixed. We haven't brought it to cut, and if that's a possibility, and I will do it. So good reminder.
And Powerful Dragons NFT. See you later.
Look at him up and bounce. All right, the 177. You guys want to put that in? I'm gonna take that note right now. Cut. I'm gonna write this note right now so I don't forget. Is there an ability to create a referral program?
I think it would definitely be a good idea for after the UI and V2 is done too, part of the marketing campaign, something like that as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't see us doing it now, but yeah, after V2, that would be very helpful. Okay, where are we at? Did he accept my invite up? The one, what's up?
Hello there, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Man.
Oh, okay. Great. I really want to thank you guys for the good work and everything. I'm monitoring the chats, looking at this and that. I have two questions actually.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is it true that we would be able to farm power with energy once the farming period is over?
I want to say yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andos. I know you dove into energy deep for me.
Yeah, according to Cut, it was actually on Cut updates. Yes, you will be able to farm power using power or energy. And I believe for the power one, it will be a liquidity pool as well. The reason for this is that right now, for liquidity, what's happening with contract V1 is whenever you create a node, the contract automatically takes some of the power and then sells it to the LP. But now that, that's going to take a hit because of contract V2, us users or investors being able to add liquidity to the pool makes it so that, that problem is pretty much patched up. And in return, we reward you guys with even more power. Instead of, dumping your power to sell on the market, we just reward you with more. And then from there, you can continue to compound or, sell your tokens.
That's great. That's very good news. I've got a second question as well. I see a lot of people asking. I was also curious as well. Is there a plan, for example, to get rewards in stable coins? For example, if you earn, let's say, 10 rewards a day, 10 power a day, would it be possible, like sometime in the future? Has it been discussed? I really can't remember seeing anything. So, for example, if you're getting 10 powers a day, is it possible to get like 5 power and 5 of any other stable coin?
Well, at this point, no, right? V2, if that's something they add to, it's a possibility, but we have no idea what V2 is going to include. It definitely needs to include something where it helps with the cell pressure, right? What we've noticed with these protocols is people get, I mean, there's only one utility. You get it and you sell it, right? So
Yeah.
creating a system, an ecosystem is needed where you're able to do something else with that token, other than just sell.
Yeah,
Hey,
I put some thought into that too, and I think it was I think the idea I came up with was around the validators as well. If we have enough money in validators, for example, like Phantom ones, then if we can produce enough revenue in, say, Phantom, then yeah, we could subsidize the power token with another token. I'm not sure how they implement it or how much revenue would need to be generated by the validators to make it possible. But I'm sure if it is possible, Cut will work it out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's like some idea or suggestion. Let's say it. All right, guys. This was from me. Really, thank you very much for everything that you're doing, and we cannot wait for the new stuff that are coming in.
Same. Thank you. Thank you for coming on up.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So there was a question in the AMA. Let me answer some of these. Kai, if you want to bring somebody up while I look at these. Seeing all the
You got it.
get some dragons pop. Send those dragons. How are my nodes being affected if I haven't converted to energy? Nothing. Hip to hip. Nothing's being affected by your nodes. Energy farms are just another utility that we can utilize on the site. You can stake your power tokens, your unused power tokens over there, and make some energy tokens. You can also stake some LPs with Rap Phantom and gosh, what's the other ones, guys? There's a list of 6 different farms on the site, so nothing's happening to your existing tokens right now. I cannot stake my power tokens for energy. Oh, there's lots of questions going on here. Hold on. I cannot stake my power tokens for energy through mobile MetaMask. When exactly will the new UI be released? Any idea or approximate? And what's the benefits of God mode except claim all? So the God mode helps you compound into every mode and be able to see the claim all. That's truly it, and you own them all. Mobile, I think Dabs and Ronan will need to answer that one for the new UI.
New UI will be mobile friendly. We don't have a date yet, though. As the mods can attest to, I'm bugging Cut in real time for some feedback from him. So as soon as I hear back from him a plan, I'll let an ETA out. But we don't have one just yet.
Yeah, no date yet. We're doing everything we can. I'm actually talking to Cut right now, so I'll answer a question that's been going on. It hasn't been asked today yet, but the RPCs. We've been seeing some issues with the RPCs over the last 2 days. We've been telling everybody, if you have an issue, and I actually had one yesterday. I couldn't even connect to the Phantom Network. I changed
my RPC is not working either.
Correct. Cut just told me he found the issue and he's working on the fix like right now. So
excellent.
Just answering that one. Jetpack, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? So I had 2 questions for you, and one of them might have already been answered. I'll be honest. I've been pretty scattered with my research and what I'm researching right now.
Okay.
But question. So for rewards, are we ever gonna be able, or not rewards, but for staking, are we ever gonna be able to stake other UOT coins or possibly other Phantom node blue chip or Phantom coins?
So I know right now we have I think the next farm, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, it'll be a Power Phantom LP or a Energy Phantom, if I'm not mistaken. Dabs.
Energy Phantom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Energy Phantom and Power Phantom. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's something like.
Yeah.
Now other U of T, that's pretty cool and that's pretty interesting. Haven't heard that one.
I definitely wouldn't rule that out. I don't know what the exact plans are for the UOT, but that definitely could be a possibility, some sort of hybrid system there.
Yeah, we need the ability for the other UOT members to be able to bridge and wrap their token to Phantom, because right now we're we're all divided on FTM, AVAX, and on Matic.
Polygon, I think. Yeah,
Hive
Matic,
goes live. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be definitely something cool we could do later down the road. I'll pitch that to Cut and see how that works, right? How do we, being on the Phantom Network, how do you then stake, you know, it's possible. There's just a lot of work on the backside, right? That'd be more of a dabs and rolling if that's, you know, being on the Phantom
Yeah,
network connected, and then
yeah.
how do you stake an AVAX network token? That goes over my head. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we did that to wrap ours, or they'd wrap theirs. So one of the other.
Yeah.
Can I pose another question with that? Would you guys possibly, I don't know about Power itself, but I know for a fact they are with the UOT, even though they aren't UOT. Would you possibly, like, would this possibly be open to this with Atlas? I know you can't give an answer, but are you possibly open to working with people even if they aren't part of UOT specifically by title?
Yeah, for Power, yeah. I know I get DMs daily, and right now Power's focus is trying to clean Power, right? And I say that in a nonchalant way. We've got to fix our house first and get things moving in the right direction with this version 2. As you guys have seen, we have not done buybacks. We don't want to waste money on a contract that then just sells it. And Cut's been very forward with this. So any kind of partnerships or any kind of outreaches, I take in and try to see how legit they are. We did a small one with Comb. I don't know if you guys saw it on our Twitter page where they gifted us a NFT. We then gave it away as a giveaway, and it was a small little partnership. But Comb is hand in hand with U of T members. They will be applying. So yeah, we're open. We're definitely open. The issue gets into I'm not going to say any names, but certain groups who are saying they are affiliated with Power, you know, like reflection tokens or certain things like that. Anything that is official will come through Power. So I'll say that.
All right, cool. I think I'm really happy as an investor. I'm happy to hear you guys consider things like that, because I think that's where like the true power of DeFi is also going to be, is like how projects also unite to support each other.
Yeah.
And support each other and supporting the ecosystem as a whole. But I'm not going to ask my other question. I don't want to take up too much time. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good Sunday.
Thank you, sir. You too. Yeah, we're definitely open. That's a good question. It just gets tough right now. Shadows, I'm going to bring you up. While you come up, I'm going to answer a question I see. I recently joined. However, I would love you guys to consider investing some of the Treasury in Quant. You might have to do some research into it, but this is a top tier project and prime because of license and fees. So Gippy, I'm going to just stop the question there. Everything we pull from, if you guys are new here, anything we pull from for ideas and investment is from the Treasury Ideas channel. I'm telling you right now. So if you guys put it in there and you guys start talking about it, and I see multiple people talking about a certain subject, you know, I take notes, I write them down, see how many people are mentioning a certain project. And then I say, okay, you know, the mod team, we take it and look at it, and then also take it to the community helpers. Hey, what do you guys think? Give me your list. We share it. It then goes to the core team, which is Cut, the financial advisors. It goes to them and they review it. They take 10, 11 of the protocols on the list and they narrow it down. So we have I think we have a well-rounded system where we are pulling from the community, reviewing it as a team, and then sending it to the financial advisor to say yes or no on these, because they're, you know, he's got to do his homework and figure out which way we need to go with it. So to answer your question, Quaint, or put it in the Treasury Ideas, talk about it, and see if anybody else is in there. Okay, who's up? Shadows.
Right. Hey guys, appreciate you bringing me up. So I feel like this is gonna happen at some point in time, but you know, since we're coming up to the new UI and all that, and we were talking about last Friday and all that good stuff, which hey, shit happens. When V2 starts coming around, are we still expecting? I believe it's like end of February or early March
for the
V2 contract.
Oh, V2.
Yeah.
What week are we in? Jeez. So we've not been given a date. So I'm gonna be it is behind a steel curtain.
Gotcha.
I've asked about it even over at Thor. Me and Loki talk, and even he doesn't know when V2 is being released.
Gotcha.
So anything we're talking about with V2 is all speculation. Please, here's what I will say. Please understand, these do not just especially a V2. We want this perfect. If this takes, as long as it takes, I would much rather it be perfect than rush it for, next week or whatever. I do know they've been working on it and they've been busting their butt, and I know Thor and our devs are working together. I know that. So there is no date.
Yeah,
It's one of the things too.
Completely understand.
Thank you.
It was one of them things too where it was probably nearly done, or they figured it was going to be done maybe even next week or by Valentine's Day this week, and they noticed something else of the DeFi space changed, and they've then added more to it, and they keep adding more and more to it, and it pushes the date back a little bit, but makes it better and better.
No, I completely agree. If I have to wait till fucking April to do it, then so be it, man. I mean, you want it to be perfect. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think just expectations of other people, might as well ask it now instead of having to worry about it later. So appreciate you guys answering that for me.
No problem. And we want it sooner than later too. Promise you. I'm always transparent. I'm always open about it. Me and him just kind of got in a discussion about the protocol as well. And he wants organic growth, sustainability, period. So
Absolutely.
he wants it right. And I love him for that. I might push for something. Because I think it's best. But he keeps us on track. So I'll say that much.
You guys are doing a fantastic job. I appreciate all the hard work, man. And I love checking the Discord every day to kind of see what's going on, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Keep in mind, the longer that contract V2 takes, the more time you have to accumulate more power.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, there's some guys in this chat that 47-cent power completely changed their life. You know who you are.
Yep.
Their
You
wives
know who you
too.
are.
Yeah.
This is okay. As long as you're not in retired income mode, take advantage. Like, you will thank yourself.
Black Hole. I want to say one thing. Black Hole was doing transcripts for me. He said he'll take care of that tomorrow, you guys. So if the Black Hole has been doing the transcripts for us, which is really helpful for those who aren't native English speakers, and I was blind to that, and it was shared with me. I just want to share with you guys what the purpose of the transcripts are. It helps other people who don't speak English very well translate it into another language for themselves so they can hear this as well. So that's I want to share one of the community helpers, the Black Hole, has been doing that for me, and thank you. The helpers alone have been godsends. Paha, you're up here. You're one of them. What's up?
Yo, and don't worry, I'm not here to shield the dragons. What's the treasury status on the time investment?
So it's a good question. I want to say it's still in time. We unwrapped it, right? And it's not staked, but in my conversation with Cut, he was supposed to move it. I don't think it has. Has it?
Now, Time is like doing some kind of payout or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a snapshot.
Actually, no.
I would say we qualified for
might
the snapshot, I'm pretty sure.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the point. My point was that we probably should collect the airdrop.
Yeah, so the snapshot happened, if I'm not mistaken, right? It was already taken.
But the BSGG airdrop.
Yeah, I'm not certain. I know we still have it. I'm looking at the D-Bank right now, and we still do have 49.05 tokens of time. So
yeah,
don't worry.
But,
Cut was.
Yeah, we'll get our $17 airdrop.
I'll be brutally honest in our conversations.
Look at Dabs laying it down.
Listen. If I'm going to go backwards a little bit here. If you guys recall, our devs were against investing into time. And so when I have the conversation with Cut about time, he reminds me. He reminds me, you guys.
He brutally does it too.
Oh, he's like, you do remember when I told you we shouldn't invest it in time? And I'm like, stop it. I know, okay? Like, it burns enough, okay?
I mean, and that goes to show we listen to the community, like you have a say.
Yep.
And I voted for time too, so I was wrong. That's very wrong.
I just hold on to it.
Yeah, so it looks like Cut is.
There's no way but up.
Yeah, so I even told him we should have sold it, and he's still holding it. So he's got a reason. It could be, he just hasn't gotten to it. I hope that's not it, but there could be a reason. Maybe there's some more going on there. He's been doing a good job at watching it. And
yeah, by the way, it really should still be wrapped because there's a liquidity pool on Sushi for the wrapped.
Yeah,
so there's no point in unwrapping it.
I get it. At this point, here's what I'm going to say. When we make a community vote and then certain things need to be moved on, I'm going to let that happen with the financial team, financial advisor and the core team. Like certain things need to happen. And sometimes it needs to happen fast. So with us just holding it, I'll ask the question, right? What are we doing with our time? Again, I'll ask. But if he needs to sell it because it's and put it back into the treasury as Phantom and move it over, I think that might need to be the case. But I'll let them make that choice rather than trying to wait on a vote. At least is how I feel about it.
But tell also Kat also to collect the BSGG airdrop. It's on the. It's in the Wonderland DApp. Like it's probably currently not that much money, but the value could go up once the platform launches.
I'll let them know. I'll cut our time investment. Make sure to collect. What is it called?
BSGG.
Airdrop. Got it. All right. I appreciate that. I got rid of all my time, so I'm just gonna be out in the open. So I gave up. It hurt. It hurt too much. All right. Pa, thank you again. Nope.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir. You are too. All the helpers, you guys. Without you guys, I'd be and the mod team would be drowning. And actually, that's a good conversation. We need to start looking at bringing up some more mods. We are growing exponentially. 17,000. We're at almost 18,000 members in the Discord, you guys. That's actually pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Yes. So good stuff.
Keep your eyes open for the dragons too.
Get out of here with that. All right, guys. Cementless. Hey, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead and move on
That's
with the question.
Oh wait, can you guys hear me?
Hello. Yep.
Wait, am I cool to ask stuff or yeah?
Ask away.
Oh no, basically all I want to say was just like keep on doing what you're doing, guys. Honestly, like we do appreciate the hard work you guys are putting in, and we can tell also. And honestly, even if power does go down more, we can just buy back in again. And then once the V2 contract comes out, we'll be sorted. That's what I want to say. Just keep on doing your thing, and like I know you guys will do great.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot. It does get pretty chaotic there in the chat.
No, I can tell if it gets busy. But yeah, I won't keep you too long. But yeah, that's what I want to say.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no worries.
My loudspeaker's messing up here. Hello, can we hear, or is it my phone that's busting up?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Yep.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so I thought my phone was messing up. We're gonna bring the next person up.
I went ahead and invited them up. Go on, guys.
Eddie.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Right on. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. My question was, and I'm not sure if this has been answered already, as far as the energy wrapped FDM staking pool goes, once the 20th hits and we collect all of our energy as rewards, do we need to break apart that particular pair? My concern there would be a lot of people would face a lot of impermanent loss, but would there be enough liquidity left in order to, I guess, break them apart later?
Yes, there should be. So you'll be given warning multiple times leading up to the end of that staking time, and then you'll also have, I believe, a day or two after that last block is finished to remove your stake. And then I believe there's not going to be an issue liquidity wise to remove your stake from that pool at that given time.
Gotcha. So you should remove your staking and break apart those tokens before the end of the block on the 20th, roughly.
I would recommend it. Yeah. That's we don't know the full functions, and I would need Cut and them to explain it probably more in detail for us. But right now, we would once, and the 20th is not the date, it's the block. So we're trying to stay ahead of it, and hopefully with this new UI, if we get it launched here soon, it will have the block counter, and then we can all know if it's the 17th, the 18th, or the 19th. But Cut did say we'll leave it open for a couple days so that we can then unstake and break up those pairs.
Yeah, because it might be a little bit different for the spooky LP, but I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Good question though. That's a really good question.
All right. Well,
Let me.
thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, write that one down. Yeah.
I'm asking him right now as you guys bring up the next and move on to the next question.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for the answer. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? I just have a quick question here, man. I've seen around the chat where there's going to be a cap on superhumans coming up soon. Do we have any idea on when that cap is going to happen, or if there's going to be a cap included on any of the other node tiers?
I believe that was just a bit more of a speculation. I don't think there's any
Nope.
No
hard
talk.
date or time setting for the cap. I think it was just, I could be wrong, but I believe it was just a discussion on if it's going to be possible later in the future or if it's something we would look at.
Yeah, it was
I
never
don't-
officially
Okay.
officially mentioned by anybody on the team. I know people chat about it, that maybe in the future it'll need to be done, and that all truly depends on how many nodes and how the rewards pools are looking. But has not been mentioned here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think
I mean
I think
that's good to know because I'm
Yeah, I
still
thi-
trying to get a couple more.
No,
yeah, I
yeah,
think,
we're-
And
I
we'll
think
let
there's-
you know long in advance too.
Yeah, it'll be, yes, exactly. Something we've learned is try to give people time, try to give them, as you can see with this unstaking, right? This was a question that the team was finding out and thinking about, and then Cut mentioned it like, oh yeah, they're going to need to unstake it or you'll lose it. And I was like, what? What? We need to tell people this. What? Like I started freaking out. So then me and Ando started talking, the mods started talking, and we're like, this needs to go out. So that's the biggest thing is more time, making sure people know as we went through, Re1 with the rewards change, and you see what Thor's dealing with is when you don't give enough time, what happens, and it's just a mess. So we're trying to give enough time, and it'll happen with almost everything.
I think the node cap discussion started in Power after Thor announced it in theirs, and obviously because of the union, very similar projects, it was assumed that obviously that cap would also be implemented over this side as well. But they're a fair bit in front of us with their node numbers, community numbers. Their rewards are higher, and they also cut their rewards later. So I think if there is ever a node cap, we're pretty far after Thor on that one. So if Thor hasn't done it yet, then we're still long after that.
Yeah, because we cut our rewards, way before.
Awesome. And then just a secondary question then, and this might just be speculation as well, but I've seen something about there's a possibility of making the power nodes NFTs. Is that something that is going to be possibly, well, I mean, it would have to be done in the next version of the contract, but is that actually just speculation, or is that something that's trying to actually be built into the contract itself?
So
I
whether,
think-
go ahead, Andos.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say I think that's definitely a bit more likely than the node cap. I think that was a bit more hinted on. I'm not definitely in terms of NFT. I'm not sure if it was NFT attached to nodes, but definitely something to do with NFTs.
He mentioned it
yeah,
with what energy it'll help.
Yeah, because he mentioned that energy will play a big part in NFTs, but he didn't exactly specify what role the NFT would play, whether it be an NFT for the nodes to make it tradable, or if it was NFT for boost, or he didn't go into too much detail regarding what the NFT will be for. He just mentioned NFTs in regards to energy.
No, for sure. I mean, and that just kind of brings up a little bit of a follow-up question for energy. Like, is there any more information that you guys can share on what some of the possible benefits of holding energy is going to be in the long term? I know Cut is still working on building some of this stuff out. I try to stay as up to date with the Cut questions section of the Discord as I can. But like, has he released anything else to you guys on like what can we expect from holders of energy? Like, I know you guys don't want it to just be dumped, but like, is there
did you-
anything out yet for like what are the benefits?
Have you seen the the message that pops up in the Discord every time someone writes?
I just did it.
Energy. Yeah, you can see it there.
And is it like in the general chat?
I just posted it right now on Power Grid, the general. So any kind of information we get, because we're kind of on the outside too, guys, with the what's happening, and he keeps giving us little tidbits, and any kind of tidbits he gives us, we put it into that bot. And so I just did exclamation point energy, and you can
Okay,
see
sweet.
all the information that we do know is right there.
Sweet. Awesome. I will definitely keep that bot in mind. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Yeah,
Thank you
because
for the question.
one thing I'm going to be pushing for a bit more information too is surrounding the lottery. I know Thor has mentioned a lot about a lottery in the V2, which I'm pretty sure is coming to us as well. So I think Cut has mentioned that the energy token will be important to the lottery system as well. So that's something I definitely want to find out more about when he's able to leak some information.
Oh yeah, when he shoots over some alpha. When he does, he comes in hot though. I tell you.
Dude,
Yeah.
I try to keep a extra notification on the Cut Questions channel because that's my favorite one so far.
Well, I
Yeah,
got some alpha. I got some alpha at the end of the AMA, and I got it written down in front of me. So you guys better be hanging on because I got something that I'm excited about.
Let's go.
I love it.
Let's go.
6
Fuck yeah.
minutes.
Thanks,
6
guys.
minutes.
No worries. Yeah, Cut goes tight-lipped for a couple of days and comes in and drops bombs, and we're scurrying to put all the information together to get it out.
I will take a dab in your name. Thank you, boys.
Yes, sir.
See you, mate.
Crabs and
Yeah, bro.
dabs. Crabs and dabs.
Present.
Oh, man.
Lavier. J. Lavier.
Oh, is he French?
I don't know.
Ou Lavier?
You got it better than me. I invited
Nah,
you
bro.
up.
Only.
Oh, how's it going, guys?
Good.
How's it
How are
going?
you?
Good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Thanks, boys. Yeah, the surname is French, by the way. Just to
Nice.
add that on. Yeah. So I just like to mix things up a little bit. It's my first time coming on stage on an AMA sort of thing, and I've been in strong for a while, and then I came over to power, and you guys I would consider, because you guys are a bit more earlier. This is more of a riskier thing I've got into. But I just want to have a bit more confidence in power myself, and I'd love to know some, because I know on these AMAs you guys speak a lot of positive. I'd like to know like what threatens nodes, and if you could give me like 1 to 3, like 1, 2, or 3 things that you guys, if you get together as a project and you say what actually threatens us, if you could like explain some things that could potentially be competition for you guys, or could cut your prices, just things like that. If you could just be a bit more broader about them things, just like maybe I could give me a bit more confidence in investing in you guys more. And yeah, that would be great if you could answer that.
That's a good question. I'll say this: the biggest hurdle we run into is the updates, and I'm not talking like the UI and or the version 2. It's little glitches that we get that then drag on for a day or two. RPC endpoints, right? Is everybody comes in and starts getting upset that the RPC endpoints aren't working, and then we, I don't do transactions every single day. I have so much going on. I don't look at it, don't do it myself, so I don't know, and maybe the other guys don't know either. And then those are the little things that, hey, now getting that information to the dev, knowing if it's either the host problem or it's the network problem, or if it's truly on a power side. I mean, there's a lot of things if people truly understand the networks. There's a lot that happens that could be outside of our control. And then there's a lot that is inside of our control. So there's a lot of things. So like when we create a ticket, I think you were in a ticket where we're trying to figure out certain issues. We got to break it down and figure out, okay, is it controllable by the mods? And if not, then we got to get it to the devs. And those are the issues. When you start getting to drawn out issues, it starts getting into the general trend and people start getting upset. Those are some of the hurdles I see. Guys, you guys got any?
Our investments getting wrecked. Because when our investments get wrecked, our treasury also gets wrecked.
That's true.
That's another one.
Time was one of them. That's good. Being transparent, being open. We invested 100,000. Thank God it was only 100 because the original investment was 200, and we split it up into Heck and Time. Now let's be honest, Heck also took a beating, but we're holding on to that because we believe in the Phantom Network and Heck. Time was a huge slap in the face. I hope the community. We all got to take a little bit of that, right? We voted.
You sure do.
and I get egg in my face every time I bring it up to cut. So.
You guys got a pie throwing competition.
Oh man, no, it's good. It's good banter.
Oh yeah.
Last question, just quickly, and I don't know how I'm going to sort of bring this across, because maybe it's maybe I should maybe do a bit more research, but I just thought it's the perfect time to say it. Where would you like to be in 8 years for power? Where do you see, give your top 5 things that you'd be in 8 years? If you could dream now, where would you like to be?
Wow.
Wow,
Damn.
8 years is long.
I can rattle off a list.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. So, NFT based nodes, NFT based reward boosters. I think that would be fantastic. I'd like to see the rewards rates actually come up a little bit. You know, the investments doing well enough to actually push a rewards increase. Whale insurance, and let's see, what else can we toss in
I
there?
was gonna say more mainstream view because so what I've been working on, I mentioned it earlier in the AMA, that something I'm working on is getting us, DeFi is a very small niche, especially these nodes, right? I mean, I couldn't even, what percentage of people in crypto are in this space, right? Not a lot. And then let's talk about how many people are in crypto. Not a lot. So getting us out there to more people, understand that there's money to be made and protocols to work with. I'm hopefully working on this soon, but 8 years from now, hopefully we're on, stocks, stock sites where it's another option. More people are flowing into crypto more than ever, right? 8 years from now, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hard to envision that far because in DeFi things move so fast. I mean, let's just be honest, we're 2 months old, and from the day we launched to today, how nodes transformed from just making 10 tokens into a node. Look where we're at today. NFT nodes, multiple tiers. I mean, there's a new node project launching every day. So it's great to have those goals, but we got to constantly keep up with the flow.
Yeah, I lived day to day. All right. Well, thank you for being put on the spot by me. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Oh,
No, that's a
keep
good
it up,
question.
man. Keep it
Thank
up,
you.
guys. Oh, no worries. Thanks a
All
lot.
right.
Hey, we're at the 5 o'clock mark. Do you want to drop your alpha?
Well, everybody grab your seat.
All right. Well, so in the conversation, yeah, we are at that mark. Chad, Catman, I apologize. We do got to kind of cut this. I have company over knocking on the door. They're being trying to see the Super Bowl today. Here's my alpha. Talking with Cut. We're looking into the next investment. In my conversation about how we have $5.3 million sitting and I don't like it, he said, well, then let's invest in an AVAX validator node.
Oh,
no vote. I'm just gonna do it. So you got it. It's gonna happen here soon. He's probably gonna be mad at me for saying this, but I don't care.
Holy shit, that's big.
That's big. So we're gonna get out the vote, and he's the 200. It'll be 250,000 for the next Treasury, and then he's also gonna move some money into purchasing an AVAX validator node.
Look
Boom.
at us. That is legit.
That just happened an hour and a half ago in our conversation. And see, that's the banter, right? I'm like, hey, Cut, we have 5.3 million. I need you to answer on the next investment. And he goes, well, here you go. Gives him the list again, and he answers all three of them, tells me how much. He said, put it out to vote. I'm like, well, okay, that's only 250,000. Well, we've been pondering, and what do you think about the AVAX validator node? Or AVAX, the Avalanche validator node? I said, oh, that'd be amazing. Do you want to do a vote? I don't think we should vote it. I think we should just do it. With that much money, let's move on something like this. And he agreed. So hope that's some good alpha. Hopefully that's something we can keep moving and bettering this protocol, showing that power is not going nowhere. And with
the more we mix, traditional investments and utilize Power's treasury to quote unquote invest in vehicles that the general public and the general crypto investing public anyways doesn't have access to. That's why you're here, right? Like, I can't afford a phantom validator node on my own. I would love one, but being in Power, I have a piece of one, and now I'll have a piece of an AVAX validator node. Like, that's huge. That's why we're here, and that's why Power is going to be around for a while, because you're getting the big boy stuff that you couldn't do otherwise. So that's awesome. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
that's hopefully I don't get in trouble for that one, but it is what it is.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. We'll be here. We'll back you up. Don't worry. We'll send Andos in after him.
All right. Well, with that being said, though, you guys, if you guys got anything else, my mantra is, let's keep things positive in the chat. Let's keep talking to each other, whether we're up or we're down. We're always open to honest, open conversations. We do not need to call each other names. We do not need to beat each other up. We're all invested into this. I'm an investor, and everybody up here is an investor. So let's keep that kind of mantra going and keep this one of the best communities out there. All right. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Go Niners.
All right.